ॐ सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम् ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। ॐ पार्थाय प्रतिबोधितां भगवता नारायणेन स्वयं व्यासेन ग्रथितां पुराणमुनिना मध्ये महाभारतम् अद्वैतामृतवर्षिणीं भगवतीम् अष्टादशाध्यायिनीम् अम्ब त्वामनुसन्दधामि भगवद्गीते भवद्वेषिणी। यं ब्रह्मा वरुणेन्द्ररुद्रमरुतः स्तुवन्ति दिव्यैस्तवैः वेदैः साङ्गपदक्रमोपनिषदैः गायन्ति यं सामगाः। ध्यानावस्थिततद्गतेन मनसा पश्यन्ति यं योगिनः यस्यान्तं न विदुःसुरासुरगणाः देवाय तस्मै नमः। Is this fan working? Please switch on last fan at least, so that there is no suffocation. Okay. Yeah, some sound will be there. We'll get used to. Sixth chapter. We'll read from the first shloka. I will chant, you can repeat. अथ षष्ठोऽध्यायः श्रीभगवानुवाच अनाश्रितः कर्मफलम् कार्यं कर्म करोति यः स सन्न्यासी च योगी च न निरग्निर्न चाक्रियः यं सन्न्यासमिति प्राहुः योगं तं विद्धि पाण्डव न ह्यसन्न्यस्तसङ्कल्पः योगी भवति कश्चन आरुरुक्षोर्मुनेर्योगम् कर्मकारणमुच्यते योगारूढस्य तस्यैव शमः कारणमुच्यते यदा हिनेन्द्रियार्थेषु न कर्मस्वनुषज्जते सर्वसङ्कल्पसन्न्यासी योगारूढस्तदोच्यते उद्धरेदात्मनात्मानं नात्मानमवसादयेत् आत्मैव ह्यात्मनो बन्धुः आत्मैव रिपुरात्मनः। So we are seeing the chapter which is dedicated to Dhyana Yoga, meditation, very favorite topic of many seekers. I hope you are able to hear. Okay. Now, many people like this meditation. But Bhagavan Sri Krishna wants to say that before you start actual meditation, prepare yourself well. Generally, we don't like preparatory exercise. We like to have the main exercise. I would like to go and play cricket. For that, I have to do exercise. Massage the muscles should be strong. Both the hands should be flexible. All those things not ready. हाँ ये तो हो जाएगा, will happen. So generally there is a what is called indifference to preparation. We want the final product, and without deserving you struggle to get final product, then there will be failed attempt. So in life, one important principle is, rather than hurrying up for the final result, focus on the process, focus on the preparation. Even in life, other situations also, rather than demanding something, deserve. Just deserve. If you deserve, then you don't have to demand. People are so much focused on demanding, whereas our Shastra's approach is, when you prepare yourself, you deserve something, you will be given. Similarly, meditative state is there, then meditation will happen. And for that meditativeness, you need to prepare yourself. And how do you prepare? By leading your life with proper attitude while doing the action, while receiving the result, which is called Karma Yoga. So Karma Yoga is necessary to be fit for Dhyana Yoga. That topic Bhagavan discussed in the beginning. And how long Karma Yoga? Bhagavan says, till you get meditative state, contemplativeness, which is required for meditation. And how do I know that I have got now this fitness for contemplation? Bhagavan gave the 3 criteria. Yada hi nendriyartheshu na karmasvanu sajjate sarva sankalpa sannyasi yoga rudhas taduchyate. When you do not have any attachment for any object, I want this item only for my food, I will wear this dress alone, I want this type of house alone, that so much insistence is there for external setup, then person cannot meditate. So much insistence is there, then something or the other, when it goes wrong, you can't meditate. So a person who is relatively free from insistence about external objects, external setup, how people should treat me, how people should help me, if I have no insistence about that, then I am ready for meditation. You imagine how we have so many demands from the world, expectations from the world. My son should be like this, my daughter should be like this, my neighbor should be like this, my in-laws should be like this. So many demands we have. And when these such demands are there in the form of insistence, then meditation is not possible. Because you have demand for about 10 people. You have got expectations of particular behavior from 10 people. One of them will not be behaving. So every day you will have a news item, some news. Today this person did not behave properly. Today this person disappointed me. So one person is good enough to disturb your meditation. We don't require many people. Like one mosquito is good enough to disturb your sleep. So it is not that so many mosquitoes should be there. So one is good enough. Therefore, first condition is one is free from this attachment to, insistence on the external objects, people, situation. Second thing is na karmasu anusajjate. does not have attachment to particular activities. Generally, people connect their self-worth with particular activities. That is why they want to be secretary in some organization. Why? I can say I am doing this. So, activity or position gives you self-worth. That's what you think. So, when you have got attachment to particular activities, then it will not be possible to do meditation. So, activities, attachment to the activities also is an obstacle. Acha, please, you can reduce using the mobile in the class. No, not in the class. You can write in your mind, or it is available on YouTube. Huh? As far as the class, we try to reduce such distraction, because when you are doing this, the other person attention goes there. Huh? Yes. Alright. So, na karmasu anushajyate. No activities also are object of my obsession. And this is very important, especially when you grow older. Because when you grow older, slowly one by one activities will be taken away from you. And therefore what happens? You feel useless. And therefore you fight. This old man, he is getting milk from outside. He feels very important for that. Then son tells, no, we can ask milkman, he can supply. No, I will go and do it. What do you think? I will not bring properly, I will do it. The son is concerned that father goes out and there is a traffic and sometimes he can meet with an accident. Therefore son is telling. But the father is having his self-worth with particular activities. And therefore what happens? He feels very disturbed. He said, you are making me useless. You don't trust me. All this. Maturity is what? When activities are given to you by the setup, by Bhagavan, you do it well. But when activities are taken away from me, you happily hand over. In fact, you help your successor. That is maturity. I have seen sometimes they are so angry that activity is taken away from them, so they will not help the next person because he is very unhappy with that. This shows you have got so much attachment to the activities. Happily hand over. That is your maturity, and that is required for successful meditation. No attachment to any particular activities. If I am given, I will do it. Not given, I will meditate. That is the mind frame. If not given, I will do my japa, I will do my meditation. Very good. Given, I will take it. That type of maturity is required for meditation. And third is Sarva Sankalpa Sannyasi. Having no fancy about anything. This is nice, that is nice. The fancy about a situation. Let this situation prevail, or let this thing happen. This alone is better. There is no such insistence about what is good, what is not good. Slowly you withdraw from that. Your mind is not having any fancy about anything. How nice it is, how nice it is. If you are thinking how nice it is, that is called sankalpa. In fact, that sankalpa, which is called fancy, is the seed for desire. So meditator is nipping in the bud. So when sankalpa is happening, mind is saying how nice it is, how nice it is. That time itself he is resolving. So sarva sankalpa sannyasi. I will do this, I will do that, this will happen, that will happen. Nothing. My job is now to contemplate. That type of person is called yoga rudaha. So people want to be absorbed in samadhi. People ask this Swamiji, how to get samadhi? For samadhi, all these things are required. And most of the people, they do not have, and they want to have samadhi. Therefore, you know what they expect? They expect, Swamiji, I cannot do samadhi by my effort. You give me Shaktipata. You know Shaktipata? Transference of power. So with your thumb, you put your thumb on my, you touch my forehead, and I should get meditation. That is called Shaktipata. We don't say it is impossible. It is possible. There are some people who are capable of transferring the power, because of which you will be able to have some mystic experience, some profound peace, etc. is possible. We don't deny that. We don't say it is a mental illusion. It does happen. But it is a temporary state. It is something like you are given blood from outside. So you have to slowly develop your own immunity, your metabolism to create the energy. Outside these drips are given. On drips you cannot live your life. So Shaktipata is possible, but Shaktipata is not the permanent solution to the problem of the distraction of the mind. You imagine every day you have to go for taking drip. What type of life you are living? Similarly, every day your guru has to do Shaktipata, then you can sit in meditation. What is this? Therefore, you yourself need to develop, and for that you have to prepare yourself. How to prepare? By leading your life with proper attitude to action and to the result. Karma Yoga prepares you for Dhyana Yoga. That is the message given. And now in the 5th shloka, which we were seeing in the last class, Uddhared Atmana Atmanam. Lift up yourself with yourself. Atmanam Uddhared. One should lift up the self. How? Atmana, by oneself. Na Atmanam Avasadayet. One should not lower down oneself. Because Atma eva, the self alone, Atmanah Bandhuhu. The self alone is your friend. Self alone is the friend of the self. Atma eva Atmanah Ripuhu. Self alone is the enemy of the self. This is the meaning of this shloka. So, what is the message given in this shloka? 3 messages we can read. One is that in life we require self-effort along with grace. Grace cannot be a replacement for effort. So first message Bhagavan is giving, you give sufficient importance to effort, self-effort. Bhagavan says, I will help you, but I can help you when you are making some effort. If you buy a lottery ticket, then I can win you. I can give you this lottery ticket. I can get you prize. But you don't buy lottery ticket, how can I give you this win in this lottery ticket? I cannot give you. So Bhagavan says, I definitely will shower my blessings, my grace, but you make effort. There is a beautiful shloka in Sanskrit which says, Udyamaha sahasam dhairyam buddhi shakti parakramaha shadaite yatra vartante tatra deva sahayakrit. Means when 6 factors are there, then Devam, God's grace will help you. What are they? Udyamaha, effort. Sahasa means courage to venture. Some people are always afraid. If I do this, this will happen. If I do this, this will happen. So, one requires some courage to venture. Then, dhairyam. Dhairyam means patience, perseverance. Some people, they start but then drop. Every New Year day, people take sankalpa. Then now onwards, I will be regularly going to gym. Gym people told me this. that Swamiji, in the beginning of the year, we have got high number of clients, participants. And in February, March, slowly it dwindles. That is the problem. We are very enthusiastic in the beginning, but we don't have sustaining power. We don't have perseverance. That also is required. Dhairyam, buddhihi, some viveka. Our life should be guided by this thinking, proper discrimination, not impulsively. So buddhihi, intelligence, shaktihi, some strength should be there, and parakramam. Parakramam means not getting overwhelmed by the obstacles. Parakramam means not getting overwhelmed by obstacles. Resilience. Parakrama means resilience. That even when obstacles come, like Hanumanji went to Lanka, so many obstacles came. In between Rakshasi came and so many gatekeepers, so many came. But resilience to withstand all the obstacles. So when these factors are there from your side, then Devas Tatra Sahayakrit. Then you will receive the grace. For receiving the grace, you have to make some investment. Like in Rotary Club, they have got matching. This local chapter, if they raise 1 lakh, then the international they will give 1 lakh. It's called matching grant. So similarly, Bhagavan says, if you make some effort, I will have matching grace. But you make some effort. So 10% at least you invest. I will give 90%, but 10% you have to do. So similarly here, the first message given here is self-effort. Don't become lazy. Laziness is not spirituality. People think that spirituality means not doing anything. It is not doing anything. Doing things in appropriate manner. So that is spirituality. Doing things with proper attitude, that is spirituality. So first thing is self-effort. Second thing is self-confidence. Don't put yourself down. Respect yourself. Not proud. You should not be proud, arrogant of yourself. But you have healthy self-esteem. What is the meaning of healthy self-esteem? Healthy self-esteem means considering oneself to be fit for pursuing the goal of life. I consider myself to be fit for pursuing the goal of life. Considering oneself to be deserving to attain the goal of life. That is called self-esteem. Means I am fit for attaining goal. I am fit for making efforts to attain goal. That self-confidence should be there. Many people, they are very diffident. I cannot do anything, Swami. I cannot achieve anything. I am useless. My wife also says I am useless. My parents used to say useless. I thought after marriage situation will change, but no, Swamiji. My parents were telling I am useless. My wife also is telling I am useless. And now my children also is telling, Appa, you are useless. Swami, I really feel I am useless. Such a person cannot achieve. So respect yourself. Consider yourself to be capable of making efforts to attain the goal. That is very, very important. And in the last class we saw that why people don't have confidence. Because of some background topics we saw that they have been criticized in the past, they are perfectionist, or they have got some guilt, or they have some feeling that there is no support system, or sometimes laziness. Lazy people will not always late, and therefore they fail, and therefore they get complex. I can't do anything. So there are so many factors. Take care of the factors. And one of the important thing is never judge yourself to be a failure. Pujya Swamiji very nicely said, Failure is my judgment. There is no failure, really speaking, in life. See, if you appear for the exam, you got some marks, 5 marks, 3 marks, 2 marks, whatever marks you got, it's a result. Now, it is considered that a 50% is called success, and therefore you say, I am not successful. So, success and failure are only our judgment. In fact, you should not brand any result as success or failure. You can say it is one more learning experience. If you are considering any experience to be a learning experience, there is no failure. Like Edison, that scientist, he said, every time I fail in the experiment, I understand one thing, I learn one thing. Means this is not the right way to attain what I want. Learning. So when you are looking upon every experience as this learning experience, then there is no failure at all. Don't brand any result as failure. Don't brand yourself to be a failure. You are not a failure. You are here, you are walking, is a success. You are talking, success. You are married, success. Not so many, everybody gets married, you are married, success. And you have some normal life, it's not that easy, you are successful. Never brand yourself to be failure. Not yourself, anybody as failure. Nobody is a failure. If you brand others as a failure, you will brand yourself also as a failure. You can say he is taking more time to get his set goal. That is the right way to describe the person. He is taking little more time. Even to yourself you describe what? I am taking little more time to attain that goal. It is something like to reach Murugan temple. Youngsters will reach in 5 minutes. And little elderly people, they will take half an hour. They are not failure. They are taking little longer. So, second thing is, never look down upon yourself. Even when others look down upon yourself, you don't buy their judgment. Very difficult. When people around you are telling that you are useless, it is very difficult to maintain the self-confidence. The people around all are saying, therefore you can, in this situation what you have to do? You have to say, they are seeing me from their background, their glasses. I am not the way they are looking upon me. And thus, having self-respect. And for having self-respect, one important thing is Shraddha in Ishvara. Your devotion to Bhagavan will take care of your problem of self-defeatance. More and more Shraddha you have, devotion you have to the Lord, then you say, Bhagavan is with me. Why should I be afraid? Why should I look down upon myself? Bhagavan is with me. That devotion gives you a lot of strength. You see, if somebody knows Prime Minister or Chief Minister, how great he feels. One phone call away. People misuse also these connections. They meet with an accident, he said, I will call my uncle. But how a person feels so confident when he thinks that he knows this minister. Now you know the minister of minister, prime minister of prime ministers, Bhagavan. Then Bhagavan is with me, then who can be against me? Like the saying was there, when I am here, why fear? Have you heard this?
Yes.
So always you remember this. Bhagavan is telling, when I am here, why fear? Why should I be afraid of anybody's judgment? Bhagavan is with me. So this devotion is very, very important for getting self-confidence. And also not having unreasonable expectation. Not having perfectionism in one's approach. Some people always, they feel that 100% alone is success. When I get 100% result, then alone it's success. And because of that, always they have got the feeling of failure. Why? Every time they cannot get 100%. I remember for myself when I was studying in the 10th standard, which is a board exam, I was doing quite well in exam, but I used to think, oh, this 5 marks I did not write well. So when I come back, people ask, how is, oh, not good. So almost 2-3 times I must have told when I come back home that how is your, how did you do? Oh, I not so well, I could not do this 5 marks. So if somebody sees my response, they may think that this fellow will fail. And I stood first in the center. So I was very good in study, but I did not have that confidence. I used to think that this I have not done well means not good. So this perfectionism, we have to learn to let go. You need not be 100% to be successful. You need not be perfect to be acceptable. Learn this. Otherwise, I tell you, if these perfectionist people, they make their life miserable and the life of people around also miserable. If you have married a perfectionist husband or wife, you had it. Why? Because they themselves are very, very tensed and they will make also people around tensed. It is, perfectionism is a myth. There is, in fact, in this world also, no plant or no a particular setup is perfect. You tell me one food which does not have any problem. Wheat, is it good? Wheat is perfect. Rice is perfect. Every item is very useful, but nothing is perfect. Every item has got some plus, some minus. You tell me one person in the world who was perfect. Even Swami Vivekananda, people have got so many complaints about him, so many comments about Swami Vivekananda. Is there or not? You must have heard. Ramakrishna Paramahamsa, people have comments. Ramana Maharshi, people have comments. Pujya Swamiji, people have comments. Chinmayanandi, people have comments. Why that? Even Bhagwan Krishna, people have comments. There or not? Our DMK people, you ask them, a lot of comments. They have Rama, they have a lot of comments. When Rama and Krishna cannot be 100% in Vyavaharik level, then what about you and me? Never expect that you will be all the time perfect. Not all the time, even one time perfect. See, we don't require perfect thing. Your food, a dining hall when you go, will everything be perfect? No. Something will be less, something will be more. But it's good enough. We are surviving for 40 years, 50 years, 60 years. Are we having perfect food every day? No. Still we are surviving. So let go of this perfectionism. Then you will be able to respect yourself. Every day tell this, I love myself, I accept myself because I am manifestation of Ishvara. I love myself, I accept myself because I am manifestation of Ishvara. Putting myself down amounts to putting Ishvara down. Don't put. Why? I am manifestation of Bhagavan. Not only I, everybody. In fact, we cannot put anybody down. Everybody is manifestation of Ishvara. If that is too much for you, at least you say, I love myself, accept myself, trust myself because Ishvara is with me. When Bhagavan is with me, I am capable of doing anything which is required. Alright, so this second point highlighted here is self-confidence. And third point which is going to be highlighted more is one needs to have mastery over body, mind, sense complex. Means your body behaves as it is supposed to behave. Your sense organs you utilize as they are to be utilized. Many people you must have heard saying, you yourself might have said, Swamiji, I did want to say, but I said. Happens, I didn't want to tell Swamiji, I have decided that when I meet him, I will not talk about this because it brings all the time fighting. But Swamiji, this time also it happened. That is called what? Slavery to the organs. Some people say, Swamiji, now onwards I will not smoke. Start smoking. Now onwards, Swamiji, I will not eat sweet. End up eating sweet. That is called what? Slavery to the body, mind, sense complex. So, third thing which is highlighted is mastery over the body, senses and mind. That is very important. Then only you will be friend to yourself. Bhagavan is telling, you are complaining about so many people that Swamiji, this person is hostile to me, that person is hostile to me, this person is harassing me, that person is harassing me. Bhagavan says, first you stop harassing yourself. You are complaining about others. Start helping yourself. Stop harassing yourself. You are complaining about so many enemies. Bhagavan says, don't become your enemy. Be your friend. And being your friend, help yourself. That is what he said. Uddhared atmanana atman. By your viveki manaha. Atmana means by the self. And here self means by discriminative, well-educated mind. Atmanam uddhared. Lift up your body, mind, sense complex. Here Atma does not mean Satchidananda Atma. Atma means body, mind, sense complex. What Bhagavan wants to say? Let the viveki manaha, the discriminative mind, thinking mind, guide your life. Not impulses. Some people say, Swamiji, I am a person of heart. Hum jo karenge, dil jo kahe. So I will do whatever my heart says. Means what? Whatever my instinct says, whatever my impulse says, I will do it. That's not correct. We should go by proper thinking, proper guidance of the scriptures, our elders, our teachers. We should guide our life based on that. So Atmana means by viveki, by discriminative, by disciplined mind, one should direct one's own body, mind, sense complex. And don't put yourself down by misusing your body, mind, sense complex. Because self, this body, mind, sense complex itself is the friend of body, mind, sense complex. Means if a person has got a viveki manaha, the discriminative, well-disciplined mind, then that mind is the friend for oneself. And Atmaiva Ripur Atmana. If a person does not have the well-discriminative mind, well-disciplined mind, then that mind becomes the enemy for oneself. My own mind becomes my enemy, my own mind becomes my friend. Really speaking, your own mind is your friend and enemy depending upon how your mind is trained. How much strength your mind has, based on that your mind is your enemy, your mind is your friend. Maneva manushyanam karanam bandha mokshayoh. Mind alone is the cause for bondage, mind alone is cause for freedom. So thus Bhagavan says, don't blame others for your lot. Take up the responsibility and lift up yourself by yourself. Now in the next shloka, a possible question is asked, that how one and the same entity can be my friend also and enemy also? How the self can be my friend also and enemy also? That is explained in the next shloka. Bandhuratmatmanastasya yenatmaivatmana jitah anatmanastu shatrutve vartetatmaiva shatruvat. Bandhuhu atma atmanah tasya. Tasya, for that person, atma, the self, is bandhuhu, friend. For the self, for that person, self means body, mind, sense complex is the friend. And by whom? Yena atma eva atmana jitah. A person by whom the body, mind, sense complex is mastered by the discriminative mind, by deliberate thinking mind, well trained mind, then the body, mind, sense complex is your friend. If your body, mind, sense complex is well disciplined, it is your friend. If it is not well disciplined, it becomes your enemy. Anatmanastu, for a person whose body, mind, sense complex is not mastered, Atma eva, that body, mind, sense complex, Shatrutve varteta, will behave in animosity, with animosity. Shatruvat, like an enemy. If your body, mind, sense complex is well disciplined, it will help you to attain the pursuit. If it is not disciplined, if it is not trained well, same body, mind, sense complex can become your enemy. It is like a car. If you are well maintaining your car will help you to take from place to place. If you are not maintaining the car, you know what will happen? In between it will stop and you have to push the car. Generally car drives you, but now you have to push the car. Therefore, Bhagavan says that if you master your body, mind, sense complex by this proper training, by receiving the guidance from the scripture, by receiving the guidance from teachers, by learning from your own experience, then your own body, mind, sense complex is your friend. From this one thing we learn, if you want to manage the world, first learn to manage yourself. Self-management is the first step in managing others. See, this is such an important thing. A manager who is not having mastery over his tongue, whatever comes to his mind he speaks. Such a manager will not be able to get work done, because he will be shouting at people unnecessarily. Today my mood is not good, so shout. And today, I feel like giving this bonus to everybody. And so people will not be able to what is called work under you, because you are very whimsical. So people have done good work, but no, I don't like his face, so I criticize him. And somebody is a lazy fellow, but he is praising you, therefore you give him bonus, give him promotion. So if you are going by your just emotions, instincts, not having the mastery over your body, mind, senses, you cannot manage well. The people who know when to talk, when not to talk, those people can manage well. The people who are impulsive, people who do not have control over their body, mind, sense complex, they cannot manage in long run. Initially, because of some you have got some money, lot of money, or some big company you have inherited, so for some time it is okay. Afterwards it will crumble down. We have heard that many people, they inherited so much, but they did not have mastery. They were having so much addiction, etc. Therefore slowly they became poor. Why? Not having mastery over their habits, mastery over their food, mastery over these organs, so they lose. Therefore, first principle is learn to manage your body, mind, sense complex well. Then you will be able to manage others. Imagine when you don't have control over your tongue, how can you teach your children? You cannot teach. When you keep on smoking and you tell your children that you don't have any habit, what is the impact? They know that what you are doing. Therefore, learn to manage yourself well. And then you will be able to manage others. So Bhagavan says that if you have got well trained body mind sense complex, it will be your friend, and if it is not well trained, it will be your enemy. So you are your friend, you are your enemy. Well trained body mind sense complex is your friend, indisciplined body mind sense complex is your enemy. So instead of blaming others for your lot, learn to own up the responsibility and make corrections. That is what Bhagavan is giving the message in this shloka. More we'll see in the next class. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om.